There is no Black American culture that is reflected in Essence Fest anymore. And until Essence Fest gets back to the Black Americans who created it and founded it and lead the culture, it will continue to fail with those Africans in charge.
See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? Y'all gonna mess around, make me agree with Rob Smith, huh? Y'all keep going. I'm gonna start unbuttoning my shirt. You want me to start walking around with Rob Smith, huh? Scaring small children? All right then. Let's button it up. Shout out to all the subscribers and the members here on the channel. Don't forget to like the video. My name is Reese Waters, and I'm troubled.
Reporting live from Bourbon Street, New Orleans. It's Essence weekend, and yes, there was some type of fire. A transformer blew up, apparently it's somewhere on Bourbon. And then on top of that, a couple of blocks away, there was a power outage. They shut off the blocks. I don't know if it's related or isolated, but right now, or since like 11:30, 12 o'clock, Bourbon been shut down, and them blocks that ain't had no power been also shut down.
This is the worst festival to hit New Orleans, I promise. They got all this, a whole bunch of nothing out here. The only three main attractions is Target and Disney and BeautyCon. You can't even get in none of them. The lines are so long, the fire marshal shut it down. Mind you, Essence Fest started at 10 in the morning. It's only 11 o'clock. BeautyCon already shut down.
Yo, I just gotta make this video in a moment. As a dinner right now at Essence Fest, I'm so pissed in BeautyCon because our row is like empty, like legit. So much space here. Meanwhile, our entire audience is like stuck back there. They're not letting them in. People are really, truly, no one at these booths, and there are thousands of people over there waiting to get in, can't get in.
See, that's why I'm troubled. That's exactly why I'm troubled. Because y'all gonna mess around and make me agree with Rob Smith. And nobody should suffer that fate.
Man, this some old bull.
Essence Fest is whack and washed now because it's run by a bunch of Africans. There is no Black American culture that is reflected in Essence Fest anymore. Essence's CEO is an African. The chief, I don't know, one of their chief top level executives and officers is an African. The person that owns Essence Ventures is an African. So what used to be a celebration of Black American culture, the culture that is ours, the culture that we built from the ground up, the culture that Black Americans influenced the world through, has now been co-opted by some African diaspora, Pan-African, whatever, and a lot of Black people are just not feeling it. Now, I went to Essence Fest for the first time a couple of years ago. I think it was like Nicki Minaj, New Edition, and Janet Jackson were the headliners. It was absolutely incredible. It was a celebration of Black Americanness. There were Black people in and up and through it. It was a pure celebration of Black American culture and Black American heritage. But now that it's been co-opted by a bunch of Africans, it seems that nobody cares because they don't set culture for this world. We do. And until Essence Fest gets back to the Black Americans who created it and founded it and lead the culture, it will continue to fail with those Africans in charge.
See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? Y'all gonna mess around, make me agree with Rob Smith, huh? Y'all keep going. I'm gonna start unbuttoning my shirt. You want me to start walking around with Rob Smith, huh? Scaring small children? All right then. Let's button it up. What'd you say now? Oh, the people that bought it? Yeah, they getting dragged too.
The godfather of Black media? Or is he an elite, Liberian, billionaire who built an entire empire on your loyalty? Last year I told y'all, Essence Fest didn't feel the same. So I did some research. Here's what I found out. Essence was acquired by Richie Lou Dennis January 2018. His origin story is presented as a rags to riches immigrant come-up story, when in reality, he didn't flee poverty. He fled a violent overthrow of the Liberian elite. Richie Lou's family lineage is part of the oppressing class of elite Liberians. Richie Lou himself confirms his mother's position as an economist for the Liberian government. This was under President Tolbert. The government was violently overthrown in the 1980s. Richie Lou Dennis owns or controls the majority of Black women's legacy media in America. In 2017, he sells Say Moisture to Unilever for $1.6 billion, a company built on the backs of Black American women's loyalty and dollars. It was sold to Unilever, a white British corporation. 1 month later, the British government knights him. Makes him knight and commander for contributions to democratization. This relationship dates back to 1997. This is just a case of the elite rewarding and acknowledging the elite. Then in 2018, he uses that money from Unilever to purchase Essence magazine. He now controls Sundial Media Group. What is under Sundial Media Group? Essence Magazine, Essence Festival, Refinery 29, BeautyCon, and Afropunk. He also runs the New Voices Fund, a $200 million fund that decides which Black women entrepreneurs gets the capital. Keep in mind which kinds of Black women. That'll come back up later. Let's take a look and see who gets featured in Essence. Essence platforms them. They build audiences, brands partner, access to politicians. They even interview presidents. All of that influence flows back to the network. So where's the money going? Essence gets Louisiana state funding. They're using your tax dollars. The money doesn't stay in New Orleans. It goes here. September 2024, Essence Ventures partners with the Nigerian federal government. They have a partnership. Essence becomes the official global and knowledge partner for Destination 2030. Don't be confused. This is not a sponsorship. This is a government partnership. Your magazine partnering with a foreign government without asking you. Do the viewers know? I don't think they know. This is the Nigerian government's campaign to make Nigeria the global capital for Black culture. Of Black culture? Meanwhile, back in Louisiana, the convention center is owed $456,000. Local vendors are owed $1 million. So the vendors never got paid. Did you make any money last year? He can't pay the local vendors, but he can invest $300,000 in the Liberian Presidential Center. He can fly influencers to Lagos. The money is there. It's just not going to Louisiana. It's just not going to New Orleans. It's going to Lagos. It's going to Liberia. It's going to foreign governments.
Man, I hope she don't never find out who I am. Honestly, I don't want her digging into my past. That's for sure. She would clean me out entirely. But to her point, we all remember the debacle that was Essence Fest 2025.
Welcome and thank you for joining us for the second half hour of The Factor Uncensored. The Essence Festival is normally the crown of summer events, especially for the Black community, placing a spotlight on Black culture. But is there a crack in the crown? There's a list of complaints, including Target being a sponsor despite the company's rollback on DEI policies. People are also upset about some of the musical acts. Lauryn Hill reportedly did not hit the stage until 2:30 in the morning, playing to a nearly empty Caesars Superdome.
It didn't feel the same. It didn't feel the same. It didn't look the same, but it definitely didn't feel the same. And a lot of what the people were saying is because of the new leadership. I was there at the convention center Saturday, prime time, 3 a.m. Saturday afternoon. Normally that place is wall to wall. It was like a ghost town. I was shocked. I was really shocked. And so I don't know. Some folks are saying the acts. I thought that the lineup was pretty dope each night. Lauryn Hill being really late on Friday night, that wasn't her fault.
That's par for the course, though.
Not her fault. Whose fault was it? Praz? Was it Praz's fault? Come on now. I mean, put some respect on her late name. Put some respect on her late name, baby. She been late in these streets for decades, and you not gonna give her credit after her BET award?
That's the norm. That's the norm.
But it's not her fault this time.
This time.
They actually started egregiously late, and it's Target being a sponsor, the title sponsor. They know folks ain't doing that.
Now, the Target thing is an interesting one because one thing that we have seen in the year since the big move against Target is a number of other corporations and factions moving much more savagely than they ever did when it came to disenfranchising black folk. And Target, sit down. This ain't a defense of y'all. This ain't a defense of y'all. No, it ain't. Hey, put them draw fours back in them Uno cards you gave people for Black Friday. Why don't y'all start there?
Oh, okay.
Now, if Target can get a whole boycott for pulling back on their DEI policy, then what should be the response when you take away the power of black folks' vote? Calls begin for Essence Festival to exit New Orleans amid Supreme Court decision. In the wake of the controversial Supreme Court ruling regarding Louisiana's congressional districts, a few online spectators are calling for the Essence Festival of Culture to leave New Orleans. The Essence Festival, often referred to as the Party with a Purpose, is the largest annual cultural gathering in the United States. Essence Fest serves as a massive economic engine for New Orleans and the state of Louisiana. Activists argue that the festival's presence provides significant tax revenue and global prestige to a state that they claim is actively working to disenfranchise black voters. Damian Wheeler and Baltimore's Mayor Brandon Scott seem in agreement the festival should relocate to a state that, quote, respects black voices. Let me guess, Maryland? I'll take it, baby. Hey, come home. Yay! In a post on X, Mayor Scott appealed to Essence. The 92% told me y'all should be looking for a new home because them folk down there are doing what they do, being racist. Wakanda is ready. Wakanda forever! What's Wakanda? Baltimore? You calling Baltimore Wakanda? Now you bringing that thing to Prince George's County or nothing. Hey, I said Prince George's County or nothing. That's right. Hey, we are the ones deserving to share in that history. And it is a very, very rich history.
See, this all started in 1968. Created for black women, a gift from black men for black men. Errol Lewis, Clarence Smith, Cecil Hollingsworth, and Jonathan Blunt. They realized the power of black women in America, their strength as influential consumers, cultural leaders, and community anchors. And you see, in 1968, kind of how it is today in some places, the mainstream media largely ignored black women, treated them or reduced them down to stereotypes. So these black men created a publication that was meant to speak directly to black women's aspirations, beauty, careers, families, politics, and most importantly, culture. The first issue hit stands in 1970, and 25 years later, that magazine threw itself a birthday party down in New Orleans that never ended. And that's how we got Essence Fest. Essence Festival is the largest gathering of black folk in America, 500,000 strong every 4th of July weekend. It has deemed itself a party with a purpose. And that's where I am today, 32 years later. And I'm questioning that purpose. Like, what is the purpose of this party and of this brand? See, I remember last year and the controversies that followed. Jollof versus Jambalaya, Target sponsorship before the boycott calls abated, the scheduling issues, the financial debt that loomed. I remember all of that. So I can't help but to wonder, what is the purpose? That's the question. That's the question that I'm going to answer this week. I'm going to Essence Fest, Rolling Sea Action Fund, credentialed in the building and in the rooms that mainstream media probably won't even bother walking into. And I'm carrying one question into every last one of them. Is Essence still a site of black power, or did we let it get converted into a marketing platform, existing for profit?
And to think something so beautiful could be left where we are right now. What'd you say? No, I wasn't talking about the country at large. I was just talking about Essence. Okay, both.
You all have ruined Essence Festival. Now they're in debt. Essence ain't never been in debt. Y'all have ran it into the ground, have siphoned all the money away through scams.
You said the festival not paying their bills? So we out here trying to break stereotypes. We out here trying to uplift the culture and y'all not paying no bills? What y'all think, y'all Donald Trump?
And now black people who created Essence 20 some odd years ago are now left trying to pick up the pieces to try to figure out how we can sully and reestablish what was supposed to be an upliftment of foundational black American women and their accomplishments in the industry of beauty, health, entrepreneurship, business, music, fashion. You all have ruined it all and bankrupt the entire entity because you don't have a cultural heritage and a lineage tied to these institutions.
Now, that's not to say that efforts haven't been made to pick up said pieces. Step one being find a scapegoat.
She's the one you want. All right, I was just sitting at home watching cartoons, playing video games with my cousin.
Former CEO Caroline Wonga files defamation lawsuit against Essence Ventures and parent company Sundial Media and Technology Group. The lawsuit filed in a New York State court alleges that EV and Sundial failed to publicly clarify that Wonga, who served as CEO of Essence Ventures from June 2020 until March 2025, was not involved in planning or executing the 2025 Essence Festival of Culture. Man, I heard of wanting to wash your hands or something, but I ain't never heard of take them to court so you can wash your hands or something. I ain't never heard of that. That'd be an interesting thing. There's a couple jobs and relationships I would like to wash my hands of. How did that lawsuit work out? Well, let me know. Keep me posted on that one. They did what they could to put people in place to try and wash their collective hands of Essence Fest 2025. I will give them that.
Congratulations!
Michelle Obama, Cardi B, and Teyana Taylor dazzle at Essence Fest. Michelle Obama talked about her new book with Keke Palmer in front of a sold-out crowd at the Caesars Superdome. Cardi B ate her way through the city. She ate her way. Are you sure that's how you want to phrase that? Okay, I keep reading. Cardi B ate her way through the city, had a National Guard escort in the quarter, and then made her Essence debut at BeautyCon and the Caesars Superdome. Yeah, I still think ate her way through the city is not the way to go with that one. That's just me.
He's right, you know.
Teyana Taylor and Mark Morial were everywhere. Former Mayor LaToya Cantrell was also out and about. U.S. Rep. Jasmine Crockett, U.S. Senator Cory Booker, and U.S. Rep. Troy Carter and other politicians took the stage. Her initial feedback about this year's event: the music started on time Friday and Saturday, and Friday's attendance was bigger than last year's. Okay, that's a start. That's a start. Y'all had it sounding pretty live. But then the content hit social media. Wait a minute. I know that ain't crickets at Essence Fest.
Reporting live from Bourbon Street, New Orleans. It's Essence weekend, and yes, there was some type of fire. A transformer blew up, apparently it's somewhere on Bourbon. And then on top of that, a couple of blocks away, there was a power outage. They shut off the blocks. I don't know if it's related or isolated, but right now, or since like 11:30, 12 o'clock, Bourbon been shut down, and them blocks that ain't had no power been also shut down. I can show y'all what I can see. I don't think nobody was hurt, but yeah. One moment. As you can see, so they normally always have these blocked off and you could just walk around them. But like if you go further, excuse these people, you can see that the police got the roadblock too. And apparently the transformer is somewhere in the middle of that right there. So yeah. Hopefully it's open back up tomorrow on our last day. Thank you.
Well, that makes sense why it was crickets on Bourbon Street if they had a whole fire. But I can tell you this, that's gonna make the organization a whole lot worse. I can tell you that.
Mind you, SSS started at 10 in the morning. It's only 11 o'clock. BeautyCon already shut down. So even if you got here on time, you can't even get it because it's so long and it's so packed. I came here for one shirt, one thing. I was gonna get that shirt and leave. Can't even get the shirt now because it sucks. Like, it's so unorganized for real. This water and lemonade was the only thing I was able to get this whole time being here. That sounds crazy as hell. Then everything overpriced. I saw a brand from the city. They charge you $70 for a necklace that's not even $70 regularly. What is going on?
Man, she flew all the way down there, got a outfit, a hotel, took days out of her life for some water. That's nasty work right there. That's nasty. And they overcharged for it. Is it because they was using all the water down on Bourbon Street for the fire on Bourbon Street? That's why they was overcharging for the water? Well, if it's that many people stuck outside BeautyCon, you know they was mad inside BeautyCon.
Yo, I just gotta make this video in a moment. As a dinner right now at SSS, I'm so pissed in BeautyCon because our row is like empty, like legit. So much space here. Meanwhile, our entire audience is like stuck back there. They're not letting them in. People are really truly no one at these booths, and there are thousands of people over there waiting to get in, can't get in. We're missing out on like over half our sales. Bro, the lack of people in here is ridiculous. I'm just on. Yo, that's the line over there. People trying to get in, right? See how long that line is on people is? Now look at the row. You see all that space? Like, as a vendor at Essence Fest and BeautyCon, you're not even getting half the sales you're supposed to get because they're holding everyone back in the line. What the f? And people spend money to get here, flights. We put product down. We spend money on banners, on like setup. And people can't even get in. And when they do get in, they're rushing to the free, the big vendors like Doug and like Tide and the MEL. And all the small brands are suffering. You can't get sales. I'm not gonna lie. I heard some like rumors and bad stuff about Essence before I came, but this is like much worse than I could ever expect it. And I'm not trying to on like nobody, like no black-owned brand, but respectfully that we're not getting our sales. We're not making our money. We spent money. I'm not even gonna break even. I'm just pissed right now. I'm pissed. I'm not gonna lie.
Now, here's what's wild, because you have the people that showed up that are frustrated and upset at how things have worked out. They go to social media looking for sympathy, and that is not what they received. Surprise, surprise, Essence Fest is a bust. People can't get into BeautyCon, and of course they got a Target sponsorship. Told y'all to leave Essence Fest alone. These tethers ruin everything Black Americans made great.
Listen, it's 1:12.
The Black wealthy class always looking to sell or partner for a bigger bag is the problem. We told y'all last year they are on permanent blackout. Why are y'all still attending? Why are there even FBA vendors out there this year? Did they not learn their lesson from last year? I got no sympathy for hard-headed people.
Listen.
Maybe that was their way of telling y'all to go outside and touch grass. They wanted y'all to get back to nature. Maybe all the crickets from Bourbon Street made their way into BeautyCon and they had to shut it down because they had an infestation. I don't know. I got nothing for you.
And listen, we told you about Essence Fest last year. Why are y'all still going?
Now, wait a minute. I hear all the complaints about Essence Fest 2020. They had to have got something right. They had to have got something right.
Essence Fest 2026 is a little discombobulated, and I'm gonna give you a little rant to give you all the reasons why that's currently happening.
Woo! I was hoping she made it back safe from the fire. So I'm at least, hey, that's one win. That's one win. Essence Fest. She made it safe from the fire. Let's start there.
So first of all, Friday, when they was going to the convention center, they had them waiting in lines for hours. They also had some scenario where like they weren't letting people flow through like they normally do. Apparently there was some tactic of crowd control. The people were not happy about that. It seems that Cardi B did take a while to get on stage Friday night, but she did come. She did an amazing show. All was well in the world, or so we thought. Friday, as far as I was concerned, mwah, chef's kiss. Then Saturday came, and that's when it went to hell in the handbasket. So, I went on a boat ride. The boat ride was amazing. Had an amazing time. I can party by myself if I need to, okay? Let's talk about Saturday night. Number one, they say Brandy and Monica switch up their whole repertoire of what they were going to perform. Nobody knew the songs, and the sound was janky.
Hey. Cut Brandy some slack. No, because she's appearing in public after seeing Ray J with Adrian Broner. Honestly, it's all gravy for her at this point. And Monica had to deal with them shoes. She get permanent slack.
No, it's been a long fight. It's been a long fight, and I just had to have a warrior spirit.
Okay, so then we fast forward to Saturday night. I'm in the club at like 11:30, 11:45, and the power goes out. I'm talking about doom, black, only emergency lights on. The person that was probably in charge calls somebody, finds out that they shut the block down. The city shut the power down for several blocks because a transformer underground blew up on Bourbon Street. And it was attached to a hotel, if I'm not mistaken. I think it was a transformer for a hotel, something along those lines. So there was people that couldn't get. So I want to paint the picture for you. Bourbon Street is black. It's Saturday night. It's 4th of July. Bourbon Street is black. Nobody is on Bourbon Street. Bourbon Street is shut down.
Well, I know that was a problem. I know that was a problem. They don't like no street being black. No matter how you interpret that.
I like the concept of Essence, but I can guarantee you that the convention center won't see me today because we're supposed to go today. We're not going because I get to that door and I stand in line. People were standing in line for hours. There was also people complaining that they paid for VIP to the convention center and they weren't even being granted the access that they thought they were supposed to have. I think VIP was supposed to imply that they don't have to wait in the lines. They still had to wait in the lines, and then everything got shut down. The people be real pressed about the free stuff, apparently. I don't know.
I heard the VIP tickets mean you get to eat with Cardi B all across the city. That's what I heard. Yeah. And you get one of those free waters. I couldn't tell you what they were selling those things for. That's valuable, right? That's gold right there. You get one of them free waters, you know what I mean? That ain't bad. Who complaining now?
But wait, there's more.
Essence should be a effing shame. How you let a woman headline your festival that constantly says the N-word and she isn't black? That goes against everything y'all supposedly stand for. I'll never support anything they have going on. Wait a minute. Let me see that handle again.
I said, hold up, wait a minute.
And what's her profile photo?
Something ain't right.
I knew it. Now, hey, this is something that has to be dealt with, okay? Because if you got people coming for Cardi B because they're barbs and using the Essence Festival to do it, you see how unserious some of this can be. Anti-black, was that it? Hey, internet is going internet.
The lifelong resident of the New Orleans and a person who has attended Essence almost since the beginning of it being here, because I have been a lifelong resident of New Orleans. I have seen Luther Vandross perform at Essence. I've seen Prince perform at Essence. I've seen Lionel Richie perform at Essence. I've seen Frankie Beverly numerous times perform at Essence.
Did you see Ill Al Scratch? Huh? Did you see, was Moke and Steph there? You saw Mark Morrison? Did you see Adina Howard? What about Positive K? Did you see As Yet? What about Ghost Town DJs? No? You saw Rockwell over at Essence Fest? Hey, did you see DeBarge? And what about the Weather Girls? Hey, I heard JJ Fad was over there. Did you see JJ Fad?
Supersonic motivating.
I've seen the development of the Essence Festival become what it was after the first year was had, right? The only other time Essence wasn't here was after Katrina. Essence went to Houston. Even Steve Harvey himself, because I went to Essence in Houston, even Steve Harvey himself said, Houston, I love y'all, but bring me back to New Orleans. To me now, the Essence Festival of Culture is kind of more like a convention per se for people who are in the industries that are highlighted during the convention. So people who influence entertainment, social media influencing now. If you're following social media and you're looking at all the influencers that are there, you saw that some of them got a chance to share space with each other. Not saying that they don't share space at other times. What I'm saying is this is like one of the one times all of these type of people that's focusing on the same type of content or the same type of stuff got a chance to meet. And you as a person who consumes the content gets the opportunity to sit in spaces, to listen to them talk when they do their panels, or to meet them actually if you wanted to. So all of that existed, and they all converging on one place. I love seeing people highlighted like Keke Palmer because she's like a legend, right? Like she's legendary in her own right and important to our community in ways. People got to hear from forever First Lady Michelle Obama. Like, you know, people like. So it's more like a convention. So if you think about it from that way, what do you do when you go to a convention? You go to classes. They have some type of evening event that's fun, and you do a lot of networking. So if you approach going to Essence from the two pieces that exist, then you could see the value in what is happening at Essence. Now, I know there are other things that people are frustrated about in regards to ownership and that conversation about what is truly a foundationally black owned thing. And I get that. Like, I get the conversation surrounding it. But if we're talking about creating space for people who collectively create culture, having a space to meet up, I think that's what Essence has evolved into.
Okay, so there you have someone, a resident, and believe me, the whole time I was watching that, I just wanted to say, I hear you, baby. No, you telling it like it is, baby. Hey, anybody from Louisiana have more than 3 conversations with me, you gonna get a bunch of babies. You gonna get a bunch of babies out of love. I'm giving you babies out of love, baby. That's what I'm giving you. So not everybody was opposed or thought that it was a complete fail at Essence Fest this particular year. I, of course, would love to hear from you guys. You let me know not only what you thought of the festival this year, if you went, or how you feel we should move as a collective with regards to Essence as a brand moving forward. And while you do that, I do want to give a shout out to lovely NOLA, one of our mods right here on the channel, who naturally represents the city of New Orleans, who sent us these photos. Shout out to her as well as her husband for being our men on the street, boots on the ground on the channel, showing y'all exactly what it was. And apparently there were more like the resident who enjoyed what it evolved into, because despite the fact that we had all these conversations about unpaid bills, Essence Festival 2026 wraps as New Orleans contract expires. Mayor eyes renewal. Mayor Helena Moreno said conversations about securing future years are already underway. Hey, y'all gonna make them pay up front? Like they do at the racist restaurants? Y'all gonna make them pay before the food come? No, because that's how y'all do us. That's how y'all do it. It's only right.
I'm like, I'm leaving here with something. You know what I mean? I'm from around the way. I'm leaving with something.
Ma'am, did you see Blue Cantrell at Essence Fest? You saw Blue Cantrell? What about Sunshine Anderson? What year did Sunshine Anderson play Essence Fest? Was she there with Lumity? Huh? What about Jaquan? Well, look, unless you saw Chingy at Essence Fest, you ain't saying nothing.